Hi, third graders. This week I have an interesting nonfiction story for you to read. But first, we're going to be talking about some of the vocabulary words from the story. The first word we have is arachnid, which means a living thing that has two body segments and eight legs. This includes spiders and scorpions. Endangered means in danger of dying out completely. Animals that are endangered could become extinct. A habitat is the natural environment of a plant or animal, or where it lives. Remote means distant or isolated. If we talk about a remote island, it could be an island far away or not near others. Scientists are people who study one or more fields of science. Some study animals, others study plants or space. Species means a group of living things that are physically similar and can reproduce. A species is a specific kind of animal. This week, you're going to work with these vocabulary words. I have a vocabulary graphic organizer that you're going to use for these words. Here's the graphic organizer. We're going to do one of the words together. So we'll take the first word, which is arachnid. I'm going to put that word in the center. And then I have 4 activities to do with that word around the circle in the middle. So the first one is I'm going to write the definition of the word arachnid. And you can find that definition in the glossary of our book. So I just copied it from there. It's a living thing that has 2 body segments and 8 legs. It includes spiders and scorpions. Then I need to write a sentence showing I know what the word arachnid means. There is an arachnid crawling on the ceiling. For my illustration, I could draw a picture of a spider, some kind of animal with 8 legs and 2 body parts. And then for related words, I'm going to want to put some synonyms or some examples in that box. So for arachnid, I could put spider and scorpion because those are some examples of an arachnid. Each day, I want you to choose a vocabulary word from the glossary that we just looked at and complete this 4 square for that word. So our story this week is nonfiction, and it's called Animal Discoveries. On the table of contents page, you can see a map that says where were they found. And this is a map showing all the different animals that they talk about in the story. You can see that there aren't any on our continent, North America. So we're going to be learning about animals we may not be familiar with. In this story, you'll be learning about new species of animals that scientists have discovered. You'll be learning about 2 different kinds of monkeys. You'll also read about a frog that is so small, scientists used to think it was the young of a different kind of frog before they realized it was a different species. You'll also learn about some mammals as well as invertebrates or animals without a backbone. Make sure you take a good look at the photographs as you're reading. There are some very interesting animals. Also remember to pause the video so that you have time to read each page. Now that you've read the story, did some of these new species interest you? Each day this week, choose an animal from the story that interests you and write a few sentences about it. You can even draw a picture to go with your writing. If you're interested in learning more about them, you could use the internet to find out some more information and to see more pictures. Ask an adult at home to help you. So this week, you're going to complete a four-square graphic organizer for each vocabulary word. Just do one per day. And then you are going to write about one of the new species of animals each day that we learned about in our story. Just use a few good sentences. Remember, your capital is your punctuation. I hope you had fun learning about these animals, and I hope that you have a great week.